What turns off Ukrainian women in foreigners and what things should you never ever do with Ukrainian women. This especially applies to the beginning of a relationship where it's very easy to mess things up. If you don't want to be rejected in romantic or friendly relationships with Ukrainian women, this video is made especially for you. I'm Mary, a Ukrainian, and this is the second part of the video you asked me to make about the next 6 things in foreigners that strongly repel Ukrainian women and kill their attraction to you. Make sure to watch this video till the end to find out the most unforgivable thing that foreigners do in front of Ukrainian women without even realizing that it completely destroys your interest in them. Let's begin. You may be surprised by the first thing, but yes, trying to initiate physical contact before you know each other well enough. In Ukraine, most girls highly value their personal space, and if you even accidentally invade it, she will feel uncomfortable. For some reason, at meetings, foreigners always try to touch the girl in some way. Hug her, kiss her on the cheek, and there were even some who immediately tried to kiss on the lips, or at the very least grab her hand. Using the excuse, well, we've been talking online for so long that you're kind of mine already. Remember, such behavior shows a Ukrainian woman your vulgarity and lack of manners. Girls often try to avoid it, gently step back, but this already created tension for her from the first minute of the meeting. Don't make this mistake. Don't try to initiate any physical contact because in 90% of cases the girl is not ready for it. She doesn't know you. And no, your chats on some website don't count as a prelude. You are a stranger for her if this is your first meeting. We all know that first impressions are quite important for any person regardless of gender. And imagine that while forming her first impression of you, the girl also feels negative emotions toward you. Her body remembers this, and now you are associated with those initial feelings. If you start your acquaintance this way, it's unlikely to lead to a relationship. Repelling thing number 2. After this, a Ukrainian girl won't come to a second date with you. And in the chat, she'll only talk to you if she needs money from you. And that thing is bad breath. This is a very common problem. Even for me as a translator, it's sometimes hard to communicate and uncomfortable to sit next to a foreigner when their breath smells bad. And imagine what the girl thinks. In our culture, it's not customary to point this out. So out of politeness, I can't say it directly to a person, but I can tell you this now in this video. So please make sure your breath is fresh before going on a date. Repelling thing number 3. Ambiguous jokes related to intimacy, even the most harmless ones. For some reason, men often think of this as flirting, but know that it's not flirting for us women, and I'll explain why. At the beginning of an acquaintance, people are usually more cautious and reserved. Candid jokes can give the impression that you are interested in physical intimacy more than in the girl herself, and she understands this. The most interesting thing is that from my experience, there were cases where the meeting started and went great. The girl and the foreigner got along, they were having fun, and then as the meeting was about to end, the man had a drink, relaxed a bit, and made a joke about intimacy. It wasn't even about the girl, just some superficial harmless joke as a part of flirting flirting. But the very fact of bringing up the topic of sex scares even me as a translator. In our culture, talking about intimate relationships on the first date is considered inappropriate and a sign of disrespect for the lady. Moreover, such jokes ruin the delicate atmosphere and create awkwardness. So remember, no jokes or even ambiguous compliments about her cherries or big round peach. No hints or conversations, it will definitely backfire. Repellent thing number 4, drinking hard alcohol. This is, by the way, one of the reasons why point number 3 happens. Usually it's like this: a bit nervous on the first date, or the girl doesn't meet expectations and the man decides to relax with alcohol. But because of this, inappropriate behavior starts, such as vulgar jokes, compliments, and overly personal questions that the girl isn't ready for. Additionally, one of the problem areas for many Ukrainian men is regular alcohol consumption. And if a foreigner doesn't drink hard alcohol or doesn't like alcohol at all, the girl will consider this a big plus. Repellent thing number 5, the 4-letter F word and other curse words. Ukrainian women don't know English so poorly that they don't understand the F word and other swears, even if she says she doesn't know English. Men may not think about this and behave as they would with friends. And rationally, that's completely normal. But at the initial stages, our girls appreciate gallantry, respect, and good gentlemanly manners. In our culture, it's acceptable to use swear words only with close friends and partners, but not in front of parents, children, or strangers. On first dates or at the beginning of an acquaintance, know that this is taboo. Are you ready for the most disgusting habit in foreign men according to Ukrainian women? If so, like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, repelling thing number 6, complaining about everything. Illnesses, the prices in this restaurant, ex-wives, or anyone. Please, gentlemen, don't take offense. But let's be honest, complaining about life in the early stages of dating of a relationship is a sign of weakness in a woman's eyes. Maybe he's tired, going through a rough patch, and it's normal not to cope well. But then it's not the best time to seek a partner. A woman you need to care for, spend time, attention, energy, and money on, etc. So if you are in a depressive period in your life, I would recommend reaching out to close friends or a psychologist, because during the meeting as a translator, I will express sympathy, listen, and politely support you. But the girl who already has her own problems won't take on the burdens of another person, especially her man. Most Ukrainian women are more conservative and traditional. They want to feel like girls in the hands of a man. They want you to open doors for them, pay for dinner in a restaurant, and remain the weaker sex in the best sense of the word. Of course, Ukrainian women will help and support the chosen one in difficult times. But at the stage of dating, when they are still considering you as a candidate, I wouldn't recommend showing that you have lots of problems or you're not coping. For women, a sense of stability and reliability is very important. By voicing your problems, you are subconsciously telling the girl, with me things won't be stable or reliable. Was this video helpful? Write yes or no in the comments.